extremely important. Folks, tonight is a very pivotal moment in the lawsuit. And I don't know if you've heard about this lawsuit that's going on. The lawsuit involving our friend Triumph, the insult comic dog. There he is right there. That's Triumph. He has a lot of admirers. And the person who's suing him, the Pets.com sock puppet. Oh, you shouldn't have booed him. This is a big story. This is true. First of all, we didn't make this up. This isn't a comedy bit or anything. This is really happening.
Right.
As you may already know, folks, Triumph, this all started when Triumph accused the sock puppet of ripping him off. Because Triumph's been around for, what, 3 years? Mm-hmm. Sock puppet shows up last summer, I think. And so Triumph said, hey, you ripped me off. That made the Pets.com people very angry, and they sued Triumph for defamation of their sock puppet. Well, can't make this stuff up. Anyway, the sock puppet, whose name is Crappy, by the way, is I think that's the name. Don't legally hold me to it. Anyway, Triumph is being sued by Crappy, and Triumph, because of this, has not been able to speak.
Right.
He's been silent about this since the suit was brought 10 days ago, when we got the papers. But tonight, Triumph promises to break his silence. So let's go now to where Triumph is going to be holding his press conference live moments from now. It's taking place 8 feet away from where I am right now. And I could hit them with a golf ball. Mm-hmm. And basically, you see there is an Alan Dershowitz lookalike who's speaking now. He's defending Triumph. You see some of his supporters, and there's the masturbating bear lending his support. And like Elvis, he'll only be shot from the waist up tonight. But anyway, you see all his supporters there. While we're waiting for Triumph to show up, and we should maybe give you some background on this story. This is the actual this isn't a prop, this is the actual lawsuit that was filed last week. And in that lawsuit, Pets.com, a large impersonal corporation, describes Triumph as, quote, a rubber dog that wears a gold bow tie, often smokes a cigar, regularly uses vulgarity, insults both humans and other dogs, and often conducts physical attacks of a sexual nature on female dogs. Now, let me, in fairness, point out that I believe more than half the dogs that Triumph attacks are male, okay? Right. He likes to go both ways. Equal opportunity puppet. Now, the big question is, what about Triumph's claims that the sock puppet is a Johnny-come-lately who's ripping him off? That's how this whole thing got started. As we showed the other night on this program, and believe me, I'd love to side with Triumph, but those charges, to me, seem pretty flimsy. For example, Triumph's microphone is black. The sock puppet's is white. That's a big chromatic difference. Huge, all right? Triumph tugs on hot dogs with other dogs. The sock puppet tugs on burgers, okay? No similarity there, folks. Triumph likes to be the pitcher when he humps dogs, and the sock puppet is a catcher in the relationship. So as you see, there are no similarities between these wisecracking dog puppets with microphones that attack physically. All right. Just wanted to point that out. Now, move the card. You'll do fine. He likes to dwell. Folks, last November, this is another thing that there's no similarity. Last November in Los Angeles, Triumph hassled celebrities in their homes, like Barbra Streisand. Take a look.
Please, Barbara! We're big fans of all of your crap! Come on, Barbara! Come on out, you bitch!
He also hassled celebrities' guard dogs. Right there. You see him going after that. But look at this big difference. In the sock puppets commercial a month later, he yells at poodles. Very different, okay? That's not a... And he hassles a cat in its house. You see? He's yelling at a cat in its house,
Right.
not a dog behind a fence.
Or Barbara Streisand.
Or Barbara Streisand.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think Triumph's crazy, personally. There's no similarity there. Anyway, whatever you and I might think of Triumph's claims, he's getting a lot of support from people who think that it's unfair that he's being sued. In fact, internationally, Triumph has become a real cause célèbre. Take a look.
Triumph Telefono. Hola, Castro.